are talking about today polymorphism. What is the naming of we will what is the topic of today's topic? What's today's topic?
Polymorphism.
It is composed of two words. Composed of two words. First is poly, right? And second one is morphism, right? Poly. Poly means what is the meaning of poly? Poly means more, right? More than one, right? And morphism is the form, right? So means more than one form is called polymorphism. Okay, it is of two types. One is compile time. Second one is runtime. Right. In compile time, there are two types of methods are there. One is method overloading. Second one is operator overloading. Understood? Understood, students?
Yes, sir, understood.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
right. It is called as method overriding. Instead of overloading, we call as method overriding, right? So in compile, there are two types of polymorphism. One is compile time, second one is runtime. In compile time, there are two methods are there. One is method overloading, and second is operator overloading, right? In runtime, there are two runtime. It consists of method overriding. So, right, right. What do you mean by compile time? When you are able to predict the output at the time of compilation, then it is called as compile time polymorphism. Whenever you are able to predict the output at the runtime, it's called runtime polymorphism. For example, if I am giving the example, I am going. This sentence is incomplete until or unless I will say where I am going. Like I am going to write class, I am going for a meeting, or I am going for write some other works. So at the time of compilation, you know, whenever sentence is complete, I am going for a meeting, then only know what is the actual output is coming. Means the incomplete sentence is there. After completion, only know you have to know the what is the output. At the time of compilation time, if you know what is the compiled complete sentence, then it is called as compile time polymorphism, right? Because whenever you're compiling, you're predicting the output, and if you are not able to predict the output at the time of compilation, only whenever the program is executed, then only you are predicting the output. That is called as runtime polymorphism. Understood? Understood or not?
Understood, sir.
Yeah. So we have, and if you're talking about operator overloading, right? In case of Java programming, right? This operator overloading, sorry, overloading is removed in Java, right? So here always we are not talking about operator overloading, or we are always talk about method overloading and method overriding, right? Method overloading is common in compile time polymorphism, and method overriding is common in the category of runtime polymorphism. Understood? Student understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we are talking about method overloading. Suppose I am making one class. Class name is right Tata. What is the name of class? Class name is Tata.
Tata.
I'm making some function public void printing, right, int a, right, system out dot print ln, right. Simply same function is there, arguments. Simply same function is there. Right. So one same function printing is overloaded 3 times. First, this is function 1. This is function. This is function 3. Right. One function having more than one form, we cannot predict the output of right which function is going to be executed. So what I am going to do, right? I am going to create the main body public static void main, right? String arguments, right? Right. First of all, I am going to make an object of data, right? If I am writing object dot printing, if I am writing object dot printing, right? 23, 24. Then which function will be called? First function will be called, if I am writing 23 comma 15, then which function will be called? Second function will be called, right? Or if I am writing 25.6, 19.2, which function will be called? Third function will be called, because initially we cannot predict the output, but whenever we are compiling the right whole program in the main body, then we are come to know what is the output of coming of a particular function, because we are passing the argument inside a bracket by the help of which we can predict which function will be executed. Initially, because all the function names are same, we cannot predict the output. This is a basic program of function overloading, or sorry, we can also call as method overloading. How many of you understood this program?
Understood, sir.
Understood, sir. Understood.
Understood, sir.
Shall we execute this program? So because here the name of the class is mean only. What is the name of the class? Okay, 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 students. Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood or not? Good.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Understood, sir.
Now, because operator overloading concept, I will not going to talk to here. I am not going to teach to you because it is removed from which language? Right? It is removed from,
Java, sir.
right? And one friend function is there, right? Now, how many functions are removed from Java, which is still exists in C++? One is friend function. Second one is
Operator overloading.
okay. Now I'm going to teach you method overriding. I'm going to make one class. Class name is animal only, right? For example, public void. I'm going to make one function sound. What is the name of the function? What is the name of the function? What is the name of the function?
Sound, sir.
Right. So, if you are talking about uh, sound of animal, right? This is one class only. This is one class only, right? Suppose class dog, right, extends animal, and then same, right, that same function is going to be overridden, right? If you call as override or overridden, both the meaning is almost same, right? Public void sound, right? Dot println sound of, right, dog is Baba. Okay. Again, right, class, right, cat is there, which also extends animal. Then same function is going to be, right. Then same function is going to be again overridden, right. The sound of cat is meow meow. Okay. Okay. Understood or not? Understood? Understood or not?
Yes, sir, understood.
Right. I'm going to create one main class, right? Right. I'm going to create an object of main class. Sorry, I'm going to create a main body, public static void main, and sound having how many forms? Sounds having this sound having overwritten by multiple classes, right or wrong? Sound same function has been
Right, sir.
written overwritten by many classes, right? That's why it is called as method overriding, right? If you are going to create, right, object equal to new animal object, right, then you can call object dot sound, right? If you are going to same animal class, right, you have to include new cat, right, right, then object one dot sound. This is the cat sound is coming. If you are writing animal dot object 2 equal to new dog, right, then object 2 dot sound, then dog sound is coming, right. So in this manner, right, for example, this same method is overridden. If you call the particular method, you have to create a different object for different classes, because the same method is overridden, and you have to create a particular object of particular class, then only you can extend the method. Otherwise we cannot predict, because if you are calling the sound function, right, so we cannot predict directly, we cannot predict the output of sound until or unless the object of same class is going to be created, right. If you are mentioning the animal class, right, so inside the animal, if the object of cat is there, then the cat is coming inside the animal, right. If object of dog is there, then the dog sound is coming, otherwise simple animal sound is coming, right. So we cannot predict the output until or unless a particular object is defined. because same method is overridden by multiple classes. That's why this name function is called as, or this method is called as overriding, right? Here the method is overridden by multiple classes. That's why it is called as method overriding. And this, because function is called by, a method is overloaded by more than one time in the same class, that is called as method overloading. So that's called as polymorphism. Compile time and runtime. In compile time, method overloading is there, in which operator overloading has been removed. In runtime, the method overriding kind of concept is here. That's all for the polymorphism. It consists of two words. Again, I am saying it. So one is poly, second is morphism. Poly means more than one. Morphism means in the form. So more than one form is called polymorphism, and remaining I taught to you. So that's all for the today's class. And I told you, right, and that is this concept. If you're talking about this concept,